So guys, what is up? Panda here. Welcome to the seventh episode of the Java programming tutorial. During the sixth um eh, 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 during the sixth eh, um episode, we went over what um access uh, 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 um access specifiers are, which are your public and private and protected. Whereas protected we haven't talked about yet, but public basically is where you can use that class or that method or that variable throughout throughout your code in in um in in basically different classes. Whereas private is you can just use that variable or that method within that class itself. So to continue, we're gonna do yeah, we're gonna do decision making today, which is your which is your which is your if statements and your switch statements. So to start off, let's make a new class. And for me, I'll name my class if statement s- it- with an S. And let write our a main method, public static void main args and brackets. Okay, to start off, let's make a scanner. Y'all remember what a scanner is? Basically, something that take in a user input and then make an int. Um, then name it our input integer. So uh, let's do system dot out. Let's print a line. Uh, input your desired integer and set this equals to scanner dot next int. Okay. Now, to start off your your if statement, we're gonna do if parentheses bracket and then within your parentheses, we're gonna mm, we're basically gonna check for something. For this, I'll check my my input and check if it's equal. If it's less than 10, then I'll do something. And that something is this number is less than 10, and then I'm gonna do a line break. The number is, and then I'm gonna put the number here, integer in, and then I'm gonna do an else. So else, and then I'm gonna print out another line. This number is greater than 10, and then another line break. Another line break. The number is the okay. Um, that went by a little quick, but basically what I did was um made my if statement, check if the the input uh integer is less than 10, then you'll basically print out this line. Else, if if it's greater than 10, or if it's e- equal to 10, then it'll basically print out this line. So let run out, or run it, and see what happens, or see if we predicted what happens was right. So input your desired integer. I want a number that is less than 10. So 8. This number is less than 10. The number is 8. Yeah, that's right. Now let's run it again, and let this time make one that's greater than 10, like 15. This number is greater than 10. The number is 15, which is also right. So basically that's it for your if statements. Um, Later on, we're gonna learn how to check for for um for for uh, for uh, multiple variables, but um it seems like I still have time, so let's go on to switch statements. So basically, a switch statement is basically the same thing as your y- 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 your 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 if statement, but you declare it differently. So basically, let's make a new class and name it switch statements. And like before, our main method, public static void main string args. Okay, so let's make another scanner. New scanner system dot in, and then let's make another integer. Mm, Input again. Input integer again. Integer. Okay, so we're gonna print out a line. Enter a enter an integer, and input integer equals scanner dot nextInt. Simple enough. And okay, so to so to write a switch statement, all you basically do is type switch and then brackets. And that's just your that's your that's your switch statement. And 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 basically within here, uh we're gonna put down our 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 input um integer, and then from there we're just gonna make cases. And system dot out dot print line, uh the number is 0, and then we have to break the case. Or we can continue on with the cases, but it'll basically print out uh, uh, until break is reached. Um, just copy this multiple times. Change case to 1, 2, 3, 4. Change this to 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna have to make a default, and default would be and or break. Okay, so I didn't really explain it clearly enough, but basically what this entire thing is doing is that the switch statement would check your input uh integer for the case that this equals 0. It'll print out this line, and then it'll break this. Oops. And then if this equals 1, it'll print out this line, and it'll break this. If this equals uh 3, it'll print out this. 4, it'll print out this. And basically default is when this equals a number that's not within the cases, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll print out this line, and then it'll break. Actually, I'll make another case and show you what happened if you don't put a break a a um break statement to it. Case 5, and now I'm gonna just copy and paste 5, and then I'm gonna do this like that, and 6, 7, and I'll break it on the 7th. Okay, and now let run the little code, and we're gonna test it all the way through from 1 to 7 and our default. Enter an integer, let do 0, and the number is 0, which is in case that that the number that we put in is 0, it'll print out the number is 0, and then it'll break, and it breaked. Let's do it again. Oops. And Let's do 1 this time. The number is 1, and we can do it all the way to 4, and the number is 4. So it'll basically be the same thing as for 2 and 3. Now for 5, 6, and 7, let's do our number is 5. It'll basically print out the number is 5, the number is 6, and the number is 7, and then it'll break because we basically didn't put a break within these. Uh, there's there's several reasons why you would want to do this, but at the moment I can't think of it. But just know that without the break, um, without the break, um, your case would always goes through until it till i- until it reach a case that has a break statement within it. So basically the same thing for 6. 6 would go straight to 7 also. So the number 6 and the number 7 right here. Now let's do our default. There's we'll do 10 because 10 is basically not within our case. Um case what was that? Case checks. Well, well within our checks. So it'll basically print out the number is and then or what the number is. And we can do that for 1,000 or 100,356. And it'll just basically print out the same number. And that's pretty much it for e- our if statements and our switch statements. Um, yeah, that's about it. Uh, I guess during, I guess on the next episode be we're gonna be finishing up our second project, and I'll post that on my GitHub. But see you guys.